Hello everyone, this is Ian Schaefer here with UDA Technologies, and I've got my colleague Jordan here, one of our top sales consultants, and today we'd like to talk to you guys about some of the new options that we have for hosting ConstructionSuite and QuickBooks in the cloud. We've taken a partnership now with Amazon's Web Services, the AWS that you can see here on our little AWS Connect tool, and with this partnership we're able to provide the fastest, most readily available, and most cost-effective means for having constant access to your ConstructionSuite and QuickBooks no matter where you happen to go. Now, to take a look at this, we're going to kind of go through and focus on some of the features, but just a little bit of background on this hunt that has led us to choose Amazon. We'll give you an idea of some of the things that we've taken a look at in the past. Of course, when I first started with UDA Technologies, maybe 8 or so years ago, we had some hosting options that were similar to the Amazon Web Services, but it was unfortunately using a technology that just wasn't really up to our scale or up to snuff for us. It wasn't fast enough. Connection was still a little bit of an issue. So we instead took a look at some physical devices, a little dongle called the UDA Envoy. It was a great little tool for making sure that you could use your one license of ConstructionSuite no matter where you went. But again, it was a physical thing, so it was easy to lose or misplace or something like that. It was also not as fast as we wanted for you guys. So once again, we kept hunting, we kept looking. And we tried some cloud-hosted file sharing systems as well, just a way to keep kind of the ConstructionSuite data somewhere. Again, not fast enough. And through all of these hunts, we have eventually discovered Amazon and their hosting services. And through this partnership that we've developed, we can now offer the fastest, most reliable connection to ConstructionSuite in a cloud-hosted environment that we can always keep up to date for you, our end users. Now, as I'm connecting into this session, I'd like to kind of hand it over to Jordan. Jordan, why don't you tell us for a moment who you feel is going to be the best fit for this new cloud-hosted solution?
Interesting question, Ian. It turns out that the cloud hosting solution is a great fit for companies that come in all shapes and sizes. For instance, we already have the one-man show. They have their single license of ConstructionSuite, and it really opens up their ability to access their ConstructionSuite and QuickBooks on the move. While they're on the go, they can take care of business, maybe out in the field, at the job site, from their truck with a laptop and a hotspot or something like that. For larger firms with multiple offices and maybe field offices, what comes into play is accessing the same set of core data that is absolutely critical for the company to make sure that they're all staying on the same page and moving the project forward together. For sweet spot, though, we've really found that currently 3 to 5 user range has been fantastic. Perhaps a construction firm has a bookkeeper that works from home. Now they can access QuickBooks and have the same data available to them that's available to the main office without having to drive in and take the time to do that. And for perhaps an accountant that is also working, they have their own office, well, now they can connect in instead of traveling to the office to access ConstructionSuite and the QuickBooks file there, or having to send that file over email.
Yeah, and that's absolutely true on all points. We do find that the users, the people who are going to be coming into and adopting this new cloud-hosted technology, they tend to come in all shapes and sizes. And the biggest pull for all of this is the speed, again, and reliability for everything that you guys have available. But I think one thing that makes us unique over the other cloud hosting solutions that you may find is we develop software. We understand the software side, and we know how to maintain these tools. Unlike some of the other cloud hosting solutions that you may go to that require ticketing systems or requests or anything like that to keep your tools up to date, your software up to date, we do this. We help manage all of this information. We have the expertise of years and years working with, I think now we're up to 500,000 users, managing $65 billion worth of jobs, and we can leverage all that experience, all that expertise to benefit you and your companies now through the cloud hosting solutions that we've got through AWS. And again, as you've probably seen, we've already logged into this new cloud-hosted server. You guys might have noticed that it's got a slightly different desktop here. This is the UDA on the cloud, so this is my background for this computer. With this, we have ConstructionSuite hosted, we have QuickBooks hosted, and we've got some of the information going back and forth between these two computers. And again, if you choose to, or should I say when you choose, to migrate to the cloud like this, this is the kind of speed and benefit that you guys would have. All of these files, all of this information is available to you anywhere you go. Again, this is part of our love for the Amazon partnership. Amazon has a global reach, which means that you can be anywhere on the globe, with the possible exception of Antarctica, and still have full access to all of this information as well. This would include all of your estimates. This gives you the ability to push an estimate over to QuickBooks, again, from just about anywhere you happen to be. All of this information goes over, that's importing actuals. This is sending over an estimate. But all of this information becomes available to you guys all the time, anywhere you are, from any device you use. Could be a desktop in your office, could be a laptop from a job site or from the truck, could be your phone. We have one of our clients who was actually showing us this not too long ago. He was showing off a little bit. He pulled up his Amazon web hosted server from his phone and started touching up some of the contracts from there. I think he even signed off on one of them too, just to show that it could be done. Very, very impressive stuff. But I think what blew me away the most about this is it was on his phone. Again, 10 years ago when we were first looking at these things, these solutions, having ConstructionSuite on your phone was unheard of. But again, in keeping up with the technologies or staying on that cutting edge for a lot of these technologies that are available, we make these tools available to you as well without the hassle of having to go to the IT guys, without having to go talk to a different cloud hosting company, have them set it all up and wait for them to spend a week trying to get an update in place for you because you don't have admin credentials, whatever it is. Now with all of these things, again, since we're the software provider and we've got certified QuickBooks Pro advisors on staff and we're cloud hosted practitioners, we'll be able to take care of all the updates for you, especially since we know when they're coming. We have all of these additional resources, and when you're working through this, again, all of this information is available on the go at any time. Now again, big benefit, as Jordan had mentioned just a moment ago, all of the information is going to be here in the cloud. Again, this means that it's always going to be available for you. It's always going to be accessible. As you can see here, this is an average computer that we're working with as well. And it's fast. It's very, very quick compared to everything that we're working on for our local workstations. I've worked with some of you guys who have 5-10-year-old computers. Some of you who even have like maybe 2-year-old computers, and it takes forever for these things to open. Now, it doesn't matter how old the computer is. It's all done here on the cloud. And so it's insanely fast, it's lightning quick, and always up to date. Now, the other thing that I've noticed in this case too is you might be working on one set. You might have somebody in your office who's working on another set. You may find that you need to go out to a job site, and you may drop everything and leave. As you probably saw for us when we first got logged in, it left us exactly where we left the system. Didn't close down anything, didn't have to reopen anything. Literally log in, you're right back to work. So it's the perfect kind of solution for people on the go. It's also the perfect kind of solution for anybody who's sharing. And the best part about this is, with Amazon, we have the ability to leverage their economies of scale to provide the best price point for you guys who are looking to adopt the cloud as well. So as we're working through this, because of their global reach and because of the amount of resources that they are able to provide, they're able to keep the cost very low. Effectively, they bought in bulk, and now when we're setting up your workspace in this cloud-hosted environment, you can take advantage of that discount. Or more importantly, we take advantage of the discount and pass the savings on to you. And that way, when we're setting all of this information up, we can make these systems available to you at all times with a lot of great customization options. Again, you saw the wallpaper or the desktop for my specific computer here. If we wanted to set up something like a cloud-hosted franchise option, perhaps, we could put the company names as the desktop wallpaper instead. And that way, anybody who's looking at these systems would always be presented with your brand, your company name. Now, granted, most of this is going to be an internal system, but it's a great reminder, again, to the accountants. Jordan, you mentioned that group earlier, too. Accountants should be in here working with these tools as well. All of this information becomes available to them, too. And so as we're looking through this, again, all of this information, all of it in the cloud, all of it available at all times, and all of it available to you with just a short phone call. So again, if you're interested in taking a look at some of the Amazon web hosting services or some of the tools and availability that we have, make sure that you take a look in your ConstructionSuite software or go to our website. Take a look under contact information to find our phone number and give us a call today. With these new options, these new availabilities, it'll help you crush your competition in ways that you never would have thought of before. So let us know if you guys need that additional competitive advantage. We'll get you set up today. Again, we look forward to speaking with you soon. Again, this is Ian Schaefer, Senior Product Specialist with UDA Technologies. My colleague Jordan Davis, he's one of our top sales reps. Hopefully you'll have him on the phone when you call. Give us a call and we'll take a look, and we hope to talk to you again real soon. Take care, everyone.